Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm super excited. I have a fun card that is inspired by this strawberry cow and strawberry milk, and it is all for a collaboration with Heffy Doodle and Trinity Stamps. I am on both of their design teams, and so it's super fun for me to put products from both companies together. So from Heffy Doodle, I am using this Utterly Fabulous stamp set to make my strawberry cows, and also this Leafy Laurel wreath die set. I'm going to use these little flowers, and then I'm also using this Puffy Cloud die set. I love the stitched element on this, and then I have my rainbow paper pack from Trinity Stamps for my sky background. I'm also using this strawberry from the Island Cocktail stamp and die set, and then for my background I'm going to use the leafy or the grassy border from the Scenic border die set and the scalloped frame from this Slimline envelope die set, which, by the way, this envelope die set is currently on sale in the Trinity Stamps shop, which is awesome. I'm also using cardstock from Heffy Doodle. This is the alcohol marker friendly cardstock, and then I'll use some colored cardstock as well, like this green that I love the color of, to do my grassy hill. You can see I'm holding that die in place with my Heffy tape. This is like paper tape. It's so many good uses with this tape. I use it a lot. So there's my little hill. For my frame, I'm using also colored cardstock from Heffy Doodle. They have a variety pack with their colors in it that I like to get, and I use less colored cardstock than I used to nowadays. It seems I'm always making my own background and using a ton of white, so having a variety pack is like really cool. All right, do you see this super cute die machine? If you watched any of my videos, you know I love the tiny die cut machine from Heffy Doodle. Now it's time to stamp out all the images I'm going to use on my card today with some Copic friendly ink and then color it out. Now let's talk about this alcohol friendly cardstock from Heffy Doodle. It is a thin weight cardstock, which means it absorbs the ink quickly and you can then blend your colors very easily. If you ever have trouble blending out your colors, maybe you should try this cardstock. It is really helpful. It's easy to use. It blends really well. So I thought I would share that with you because I find it to be awesome. Love it. All right, so you can see the colors of the markers I'm using on the screen here, except my R14, the first color I used on these red parts of my little cow. I didn't show the cap of that, but it's the same marker I'm going to use on the strawberries as well. So I will color out my cows pink and red, inspired by strawberry cows. Now these are everywhere. My daughter happens to have one, and I will show it at the end of this video, but it's kind of a popular thing right now, strawberry cows, strawberry milk, and I just thought it was a really fun theme for this card, and my daughter loves it, so it was kind of inspired by her and maybe a card I could give to her. So now you can see the green I used was G05 and G19 for my stems, and those are all the colors I'm using on today's card. I just went with strawberry colors, except this one dot of Y17 for the center of my little strawberry flower. All right, so now it's time to add some white highlights to all the images to really bring them to life. I love doing this, and I thought you might like to see how I do it, so I'm going to show you a little close-up here, and you can see it just adds a little shine to it, and I needed them on my strawberries as well. So add those little dots and lines, and it really brings it to life. Okay, now we can die cut out everything. There is a coordinating die for the Utterly Fabulous stamp set, and you can see I'm just taping it in place with my Heffy tape, and I tape the paper to the plate, and it really helps the die not to move. There's also a die for the strawberry from the Island Cocktail set, and there's everything ready to go. So we can start building our card now. So let's start by working on this shaker frame, because this is a shaker card. I have my frame flipped over and glued a window sheet to the back of that. I'm letting it dry with heavy blocks on it, and I'm using that as a surface to go ahead and stamp my sentiment with some clear embossing ink and white powder. And you can see there I forgot to use my embossing tool to put down some anti-static powder. So I have a little messy spot by my tea, but you gotta keep going sometimes, right? So I am just moving on and that'll be fine. You can barely tell, right? I'm just laying everything out where I want it to go. And then I decided at that point I needed a chicken because if this is the farm where strawberry milk comes from, they probably have Cadbury mini eggs there too, right? Yeah, so I had to have the chicken. I glued all my little pieces to the front of my hill, and I'm gluing that hill to the back of my window sheet. I want my shaker elements to be hidden and then only revealed when you shake the card. So this is how I'm going to do it. And there is one little issue right here. When you shake your shaker elements, they could get in front of the cows. So I'm going to show you how I deal with that in just a minute and give you another idea that's maybe even better. But first, let me glue down my background, this super fun slimline pattern paper from Trinity Stamps, right to my card base, which is 8.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So here's what I'm going to do. I took my fine tip glue and I am putting little dots of glue right on my stamped images at the top and just pressing that into place, wiping off any excess that gets on my window sheet. I did this to every image. This is like card surgery, right? Yeah. And then I put another white strip of paper behind my hill just to make it more sturdy. But my other idea is you can sandwich this with another window sheet. And then your shaker elements could never get in front of your cows. So I think that's a pretty clever idea. I wish I would have done that, but I thought of it after. So next time, it's a thought for next time. All right, let's add some adhesive. Now, right here, I just cut the corner of my card off. So speaking of letting things go and just keep going, it'll be all right. Oh, that was really hard for me. And it was the teeny tiniest little piece of paper. So no one's really going to notice. I'll just know, right? All right, these are the strawberry shortcake clay elements from Trinity Stamps. This is what's going to be my shaker element for today's card. They're adorable. I have used these strawberries so much. So now I'm removing the back off of my foam tape, which by the way is from Heffy Doodle. It comes in 2 widths and it's double thick already. So I like that thicker size of foam tape, and this foam tape is not sticky on the edges. That is a miracle to me and I love it. So I'll have all of this linked for you below so you can check it out. Now that the shaker is put together, I'm going to decorate the outside of the card with those cute strawberries, putting one in each corner, and it just kind of shows you why the cows are pink and red and why everything is these colors, and then it just is more fun and playful having those on the outside. So now we need some flowers, some strawberry plant blooms, right? So that's where the leafy laurel set comes into play. I use those little rounded blooms. I'm going to stick them down with the help of my pickup tool from Trinity Stamps and just put them kind of randomly on there and make it more playful instead of having every strawberry have one flower. Then for the centers, I'm using my new summer holiday enamel dots, and they go right in the center of these perfectly, and my pickup tool also helped me get them off and stick them down, so I loved that. So now you can see what this looks like with all of the cute little centers on there. I love that it adds a bit of dimension and shine and just a different texture on this card as well. So there's the card, but I wanted to add something to the inside. You might have noticed I colored the little cow that just has his hooves in front. Yeah, this guy, that can just hang over this extra strip of polka dot paper I had left over, and he has his own bottle of strawberry milk he's gonna hold. I did have some strawberries left over, so I put them on the inside, and I did too, and later off camera I did go back and add a flower to this as well, and that looks really cute. But I didn't stop there. No, there's more. On the back, I stamped my little hand stamp by image, which actually was a gift from the owner of Trinity Stamps. So I like to use that on the back of my cards, and then added a strawberry right above that. So here is my completed strawberry milk shaker card. I had so much fun making this, and I love products from both these companies, and they go so well together. So I was thrilled to be able to do this hop today. Here's my daughter's strawberry carol. Look at its feet. It's such a cute little stuffed animal. I love it. And now you can see my completed card, and I want to let you know that this is part of a hop, so make sure you check out the link to my blog in the description box below. You can hop along and see more creations and be entered to win some shopping sprees from either Heffy Doodle or Trinity stamps. I will see you guys all again very soon on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!